So the things that are really easy to find whenever you're shopping for a Tesla are all the features and functions, and it's easy to convince yourself, well, a Tesla for many reasons is the next car you're going to purchase. But nobody tells you, or they don't tell you enough, some of the regrets of current owners so you can avoid those mistakes. We're going to go over the top 5 regrets that I have over my Tesla. And as always, if you're new to the channel and you are convinced you're getting a Tesla, check out the Amazon storefront for the best Tesla accessories below. Let's get right into the video. There's so many videos about the features, the acceleration, and I'll admit we cover a lot of them on this channel, but something that I don't talk about enough are the 5 regrets that I have. Point number 1, nobody talks about exactly how much it costs to charge a Tesla per month and how much money you're going to save. A big factor when you're thinking about the expense per month, if you are financing a Tesla, how much do I save in EV charging and how much does it actually cost? So I regret not knowing this because it's a big savings. So I spent $56 in an entire month charging my Tesla. So that's the equivalent of spending over $200 in gas. So obviously you're going to save around $150 to $200+ in gas savings. Of course, that depends on what car you're coming from, whether that's a really big gas guzzler truck or whatever happens to be. You're going to save quite a bit of money. Nobody tells you that whenever you're purchasing your car. Now on the Tesla website, there is an estimation, your cost after savings. But just to give you some concrete numbers, cost me around $50 per month to charge my Tesla. So point number 2, whenever you're thinking about getting a Tesla, I regret, and one of the biggest mistakes is nobody talks about how much it actually costs to install a charger. Now around 80%, I believe, of Tesla owners charge at home. And if you're watching this and you plan on charging in public, that's completely fine too, with more superchargers being built every single month and there being free non-Tesla chargers installing in your city, I'm sure, as well. But something they don't talk about, how much does it cost to install at home? What's the timelines and how do you do it properly? So right now you have an option of getting Tesla's wall connector, which is $500. You also have the option of installing what's called a NEMA outlet. And typically you're going to get a NEMA 1450 outlet. That's what I have. Well, how much is that and what's the difference? So the wall connector from Tesla charges around 44 estimated miles per hour in charge. A NEMA adapter is essentially an appliance outlet, and this charges my Tesla at around 36 miles an hour. How much does the NEMA outlet cost? Well, you can pick one up from your local appliance shop. My all-in cost of installing this with an electrician was around the same cost of just purchasing the Tesla wall connector, right around $500 when I add the installation into that cost. So you gain around 10 miles per hour, which is fairly significant if you spring for the 500 wall connector from Tesla versus the NEMA outlet. Again, these are estimates, and you can find an electrician, a certified Tesla electrician, on the Tesla website. You can plug in your zip code, up pops some options for installers. Unless you plan on doing it yourself, I would recommend being a professional if you're going to do that. So let's move on to the next big regret in this list of 5. So I don't think it's really talked about enough, the tax rebate from your state level. Now again, the EV tax credit is on the federal level. Well, in Pennsylvania, I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that state rebate is $750. So you can see right there, it'll offset that cost of installing the home charger. And this is a big deal because if you're thinking about springing for the more expensive wall connector from Tesla, it looks a lot cooler than you get $750, at least at the time of making this video, here in Pennsylvania. So another regret that I want to talk about are the enhancements to your car. So whether it's getting the red paint, which is the most expensive finish, the paint option for your exterior of your Tesla, the white interior seats to the premium rims, well, this adds to the expense. But one of the regrets, and I want to talk about, is how much over time those extra costs don't impact the car's payments too much. Now I say that only you know your current budget, but what I will tell you is I don't want that extra cost, and you can calculate this on the website. I added the premium rims, but I kind of wish I got the white seats or a different color, because think about how long you're gonna have this car. Probably for 5 years, 10 years, unless you trade it in for another Tesla. Well, I bring this up as a regret because nobody really talks about, one, that savings that you're gonna get on the EV charging, and two, some of those state rebates that we just talked about, and number three, the fact that these upgrades, when you have those savings, might get you the exact car you want. I don't want you to miss out on getting maybe some of those upgrades, which again, over time, years and years and years, kind of pay for itself with those other savings giving you money back, if you will. So if you want the red, if you want white interior seats, of course, again, only you know your budget, and the website will calculate that monthly payment. I want to let you know one of the biggest regrets is they don't really talk about the overall long-term cost of adding those premium features. Go ahead and get them if you want them. So another regret that I don't see talked enough about on Tesla channels, something I want to bring up is the Sentry mode and the dash cam feature. Now you might not know, and this was a regret of mine, don't make a mistake if you happen to get into a car accident. Let's say somebody rear ends you or whatever happens to be, not knowing the save functions of the dash cam clips. So you might see dash cam videos of Teslas on YouTube, and you might see them and think, well, how do I save my dash cam clips? This is really important if you're filing an insurance claim. If somebody says, no, it was your fault, when you know, no, you hit me, you blew that stop sign or red light. Well, you can click the right steering wheel button, the button on the right steering wheel, and you can say, save that. Now, if you say save that, it'll automatically save that dash cam footage for future use and viewing. You can actually save and email those videos to yourself or even police or insurance companies to prove in the case that you need video evidence, because believe me, I know you're a safe driver and a Tesla is the safest car on the road. But if you get into an accident, you need proof, hey, this wasn't my fault. Another regret is not knowing with this dash cam clip feature that it'll save whenever you honk the vehicle. Now you can go into your settings, make sure this is on. Now I'm pretty sure it's on by default, but when you honk the horn of your Tesla, it will save the dash cam clips as well. Again, if you have a close call or if you do unfortunately get into an accident, a regret was not knowing this was available. Now, luckily, I have not been in an accident where I've needed this, but not knowing it until maybe a few months ago was a big risk. If I did get into an accident, I needed video evidence, I wouldn't really know exactly how to save those videos. So I mentioned this in other videos, a bonus regret, because this is really important. As I drive my Tesla, I'm over 10,000 miles at this point. The front of my car has taken all kinds of rock chips. If you can, at least budget PPF or paint protection film. And I bring this up in so many videos because the more I drive, the more paint chips I see. It's almost inevitable, at least with my mid 2021 vehicle. I don't think they've changed the paint quality, at least on the factory given colors, the white, the silver, black, red, and blue. Now, future colors, I think there's going to be more layers of paint. Long story short, paint protection film is a good way to, at least on the front bumper, protect and prevent those rock chips and scratches. So getting those accessories in the Amazon storefront below is the only way you're really going to get, for sure, the best accessories to protect your Tesla. And the only way I know you're gonna like this content is to drop a like and subscribe to see future reviews, tips, and more. Again, this is Matt from Funk to Trunk. We will see you in the next video.